Indra Deva's Sociology of Law presents the intriguing concept of law not merely as a set of rules and regulations, but as a mirror reflecting the society in which it operates. It further delves into the intriguing idea of the legal system, not just as an impar. The study begins by introducing the sociology of law as a field of study that investigates the intersection of law and society and analyzes the ways they mutually influence each other. This foundational perspective sets the tone for the rest of the exploration. The initial on and of law as a societal reflection, underscoring the idea that laws are a manifestation of societal norms, values, and power structures, rather than being capricious rules. The conversation then focuses on the role of the legal system dynamics, arguing the system as an active shaper and being shaped by the power structures within society. It explains how laws covering areas like property rights, inheritance, or anti-discrimination can either perpetuate existing social hierarchies or challenge and seek to overturn them. The chapter wraps up with a comprehensive introduction to the sociology of law, detailing how the fusion of sociology and law offers a richer understanding of societal rules, their origins, and implications. The first chapter effectively sets the tone for the compelling exploration that unfolds in the succeeding chapters of Sociology of. In this segment, we delve into the second chapter of Deva's seminal work, which explores the fundamental theories and principles that underpin the sociology of law. Here, Deva embarks on a comprehensive discourse on pivotal theories such as the consensus theory and the conflict theory. The former proposes that society functions based on an agreement of harmony, while the latter contends that society is in a constant state of conflict. Additionally, he elucidates key concepts that are integral to this discipline. For instance, he discusses legal pluralism, which refers to the coexistence of multiple legal systems within the same geographic locale, and the sociology of punishment, which examines societal reactions to criminal behavior. This chapter dissects the complex web of legal sociology, transforming high-level concepts into digestible insights and simplifying the intricate world of legal sociology for everyone. In the third chapter of the book, an in-depth exploration into the historical evolution of legal systems is undertaken. It sketches the journey from primitive tribal laws, characterized by informal community consensus, to our current intricate, codified legal frameworks of advanced societies. This rigorous study offers a complete overview of how legal systems have morphed across diverse historical eras. A key transition highlighted is the evolution from the barbaric eye for an eye approach of the ancient Babylonian Hammurabi Code to today's principle of proportionality in punitive systems. The chapter shines a light on the transformation of these legal entities, reflecting shifts in societal norms and values. It emphasizes how landmark events like the abolition of slavery instigated significant changes in property and labor laws, and how the women's suffrage movement was a catalyst for adjustments in voting rights legislation. It includes a variety of case studies, narratives, and analytical observations that vivify the intricate interplay of law, society, and historical context. Particularly noteworthy is an in-depth case study on the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which serves as a testament to how societal demands can instigate legal amendments. In the fourth chapter of the book, Deva takes a deep dive into the societal foundations of law. He meticulously unravels the intricate ways in which laws are not standalone structures, but rather are intricately interwoven into the very threads of societal beliefs, values, and power structures. He exemplifies this with the prohibition laws of the 1920s in America, which he argues were not just legal standards, but were heavily influenced by the prevailing conservative societal beliefs. In a similar vein, he analyzes how societal values mold the shape of the law. This is clearly visible in the laws of Scandinavian countries, which are a reflection of their strong societal values of equality and welfare. He further delves into how power structures can sway the course of law formation, using the laws in feudal societies as an illustration, which were largely dictated by the nobility. This chapter provides a comprehensive analysis, unveiling how the societal fabric of various cultures have left indelible marks on the formation of laws. This rich discourse continues into the subsequent chapter, where Deva turns his attention towards the intimate dynamics between law and social norms. Focusing on the principal idea of the book, Chapter 5, aptly christened The Role of Law in Social Control, delves deep into the critical role that law and legal systems play in our society, fortified by pragmatic instances. This section meticulously examines the delicate balance of law and social control, offering an all-encompassing depiction of the way legal systems operate, with the primary objective of upholding social order and governing behavior. For example, laws against theft are instituted to safeguard property rights and assure economic equilibrium, while traffic laws are in place to govern conduct on the roads and uphold public safety. The discourse sheds light on the vibrant interplay between citizens, the law, and society, and the processes through which the law aims to shape societal norms and individual decisions, such as laws against drunk driving intended to curtail alcohol-related car mishaps, or defamation laws put in place to shield personal and professional reputations. The theme of inequality is intricately woven within the fabric of sociology of law. Deva's sixth chapter in his book, aptly called Inequality in Legal Systems, offers an in-depth exploration of this topic. Legal systems in many ways can become a mirror reflecting societal imbalances and disparities. A case in point is the criminal justice system, which often shows prejudices against less privileged communities, meting out higher conviction rates and prolonged sentences to specific ethnic groups. Furthermore, the chasm of wealth disparities is widened by laws that favor the affluent, notably tax laws that serve to benefit the rich disproportionately. Gender inequality, too, finds its echo in discriminatory laws against women prevalent in numerous societies. Legal systems don't just reflect these inequalities, but can also fuel them. A prime illustration is laws that unintentionally maintain racial segregation by dictating housing and education policies, further pushing minority communities to the edges of society. This chapter is a must-read for anyone seeking to grasp the complexities of social imbalances that are echoed and amplified by the legal systems. The seventh chapter of our book presents an intriguing discussion, the dual role of law in both resisting and encouraging social change. It provides an exhaustive investigation, underscoring how legal systems are not just static entities, but dynamic forces with the power to both counteract and propel societal shifts. For instance, laws against racial segregation served as barriers to social change in the past, cementing racial disparities. Conversely, laws such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 played a significant role in advancing social change, as it outlawed discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. This chapter meticulously examines the reciprocal relationship between law and society, unmasking the intricate pathways through which they mutually influence one another. In the eighth installment of our exploration, we take a deep dive into how law can be used as a potent tool of power, guided by Deva's insightful analysis. This section is the heart of power dynamics, an essential aspect of the sociology of law. Deva goes into detail about how the law, when maneuvered skillfully, can be used to manipulate power structures, drawing from real-world scenarios. Consider the segregation laws that were used to enforce racial discrimination in the United States, or the global usage of anti-protest legislations to quell dissent. We journey with Deva as he dissects the complex relationship between power and law, drawing parallels from these historical instances. He brilliantly showcases how laws, when wielded effectively, can control and uphold power, with examples such as stringent immigration policies used to regulate demographic compositions. In this chapter, we delve into the rich world of legal institutions and their workings within societal structures. We take a thorough look at how these institutions operate and the procedures they follow in relation to society. For instance, this chapter deciphers the ways in which courts, representing the legal institutions, conduct hearings and make verdicts, as well as interpret laws through precedents, thus shaping societal values and norms. In the context of processes, the chapter outlines the journey of a lawsuit, from the initiation with a complaint to the final judgment. Further, we explore the role of law enforcement agencies in preserving order and implementing law within society, along with the corrective functions of prisons. This in-depth examination of the relationship between law, society, and the carriers of justice equips readers with a holistic understanding of their workings and consequences. We will now delve into specific areas of societal interaction with law, incorporating practical examples from social movements, globalization, culture, gender, race, and religion. This exploration will include examining the role of the law in social movements, such as the civil rights movement, and how it either enforced or disputed societal norms and oppressive structures. In addition, we will investigate globalization and its impact on international laws and treaties, exemplified by global warming and international trade agreements. We will also illustrate how culture shapes law and vice versa, using instances from indigenous rights and cultural heritage protection. An in-depth study of gender in the law, particularly in the 10th chapter, will not only challenge societal norms and stereotypes about gender, but also reference laws and legal cases pertaining to LGBTQ+ rights and women's rights. A lively discussion on race and law uses examples like racial segregation laws and current cases of racial profiling. Religion's interaction with the law will also be highlighted, with instances such as laws about religious freedom and blasphemy. The upcoming sections will offer both historical and contemporary cases to illustrate these points, serving as a profound resource for comprehending the intricate relationship between various societal factors and law. Furthermore, it emphasizes the significance of equality across all these categories in the legal system and scrutinizes the obstacles that hinder its attainment. Delving into the 11th chapter, we unravel the profound impact of technology and environmental concerns on the legal landscape, bringing to light concrete illustrations. The chapter dissects how technological leaps, embodied in the advent of artificial intelligence and the rise of data privacy quandaries, have steered legislative shifts. It provokes thought on the legal repercussions of technology, citing instances such as cybercrime, digital rights violations, and privacy apprehensions tied to technological surveillance. Readers are urged to ponder upon the convoluted intersections of law and technology brought to life through tangible occurrences. Moreover, this chapter broadens the horizon on environmental issues, sketching the evolution of environmental law in response to climate change and ecological emergencies. It explores the changing demeanor of law in safeguarding the environment, using instances, for instance, the enforcement of carbon taxes, regulations, deforestation. It underscores the importance of sustainable practices, thereby spotlighting the dynamic bond between environmental issues and legal structures anchored by real-world examples. Leading on, the concluding chapters revolve around an examination of future trajectories of the sociology of law. In its essence, Sociology of Law by Indra Deva is an exhaustive expedition into the intricate bond between law and society. It illustrates how societal norms, values, and power dynamics give birth to legal systems, and how these systems reciprocally shape societal behavior and structures. It advocates for a critical dissection law and the significance of cultural, historical, and social contexts. Further, it emphasizes the role of law in both preserving societal order and instigating societal change, offering a global outlook on the gamut of legal norms and practices. By the end of this journey, readers will have attained a profound understanding of how law and society intersect and mold each other, and will be armed with critical perspectives on the operation of legal systems in today's societies. Diving into the importance of Sociology of Law by Indra Deva, one begins to grasp the intricate connection between law and society. The 12th chapter of this landmark text becomes a focal point, exploring the multifaceted relationship between societal rules and legal systems. Gaining comprehension in this field is not only crucial for understanding modern legal systems and societal dynamics, but also pivotal in tackling issues such as the surge of cybercrimes in a progressively digitized society or the application of environmental regulations that take into account the cultural norms and values of a community. In a world that is constantly evolving, comprehending how legal systems function within societal structures is indispensable for policymakers, legal professionals, and the general public. This understanding takes on heightened significance in areas such as immigration laws in diverse societies or the creation of policies around privacy rights in the light of technological advancements. The chapter skillfully elaborates on these aspects, offering an inclusive understanding of the topic in an understandable and pertinent manner. The insights from this chapter of Sociology of Law are not just theoretical, but have practical implications for sociologists, activists, and policymakers working towards social justice, contesting inequalities within legal systems, and advocating for equal access to justice. For instance, appreciating how societal norms influence legal biases can help in challenging institutional discrimination and working towards a more equitable justice system. It also crucially underscores the importance of cross-cultural, political, and economic understanding of legal systems in addressing global issues such as human trafficking or international trade disputes, and promoting international cooperation. Discussed in the 12th chapter of Deva's Sociology of Law. As our societies continue to evolve and change, sociology of law remains a valuable source of insights into how law facilitates or resists social changes, illuminating possible paths for reform and progress. This is exemplified by how legal reforms, such as the decriminalization of homosexuality or the legalization of marijuana, can drive social changes, and how societal and cultural factors can influence these legal changes. The 12th chapter gives us a deep dive into these complexities. By bridging various fields such as law, sociology, political science, anthropology, and economics, the interdisciplinary nature of sociology of law becomes a platform for collaboration and exchange of ideas. It helps in understanding how economic disparities influence legal outcomes, or the role of political structures in shaping legal systems. The 12th chapter is a vivid illustration of this, tying together disciplines to provide a holistic perspective. In conclusion, Sociology of Law by Indra Deva, and particularly its insightful 12th chapter, is a must-read for anyone keen on understanding the complex interplay between law and society and its impact on current issues and challenges. The importance of Indra Deva's Sociology of Law is particularly profound in Nepal, largely due to its detailed dissection of the country's distinctive socio-political fabric, as brilliantly demonstrated in the book's 13th chapter. This chapter delves into the intricate web of Nepal's legal reforms, especially the adoption of the new constitution in 2015, which underscores social justice and inclusivity. It highlights how the sociological shifts within Nepalese society have shaped these developments. For instance, it explains how a study of changes in societal norms and attitudes could unveil the progression towards gender equality in the Constitution. Furthermore, Deva's work investigates how legal systems can either exacerbate or alleviate dilemmas, discrimination, gender inequality, and marginalized ethnic communities, among others. It explores how the sociology of law can guide actions to address these prevalent social issues. Additionally, the 13th chapter delves into Nepal's rich tradition of customary and informal justice systems, such as community-led dispute resolution methods. A sociological perspective of law can unravel the interplay between formal and informal legal structures, with potential impacts on access to justice and social unity. With its immense ethnic, linguistic, and cultural diversity, Nepal is a fertile ground for legal pluralism, and the chapter examines this through sociological understanding. The country's struggle with transitional justice post the Civil War of 2006 is also discussed, showcasing how sociology of law can illuminate the law's role in redressing historical wrongs, fostering reconciliation, and establishing lasting peace. In essence, the 13th chapter of Sociology of Law by Indra Deva is a valuable resource for legal scholars, policymakers, practitioners, and activists in Nepal seeking to comprehend and address the complex dance between law and society within the nation's peculiar socio-political backdrop.